You're listening to Sip and Grow the podcast, the show where we taste awesome, delicious wines while having unfiltered conversations about our passions, experiences, struggles, entrepreneurship, and life. My name is Nicole Di Pasquale, and I'm a wine enthusiast just trying to pursue her passions and dreams while taking you on the journey with me, one episode at a time. My ultimate goal is to not only bring you wine knowledge and value, but also inspire you to enjoy your process and journey in pursuing your passions and dreams. Because guess what? The person you become while enduring the process is more important. So sit back, grab a glass, and let's sip and grow together. Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sip and Grow the podcast with me, your host, Nicole Di Pasquale. So today I have brought you guys a wine from the Bordeaux of South America, which is known as Chile. So in Chile, the Maipo Valley, which is where this is from. It's near Santiago in Chile, for reference. It is like the birthplace of viticulture in Chile, and it's actually known as like the Bordeaux of South America. So from this region, you're gonna get you can get a bunch of different wines because it is again the first viticultural area that was created in Chile. But the two most popular is gonna be Carmenere and Cabernet Sauvignon. So I brought forth a Cabernet Sauvignon from the producer called Perez Cruz. This is a Grand Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon from Chile, and the vintage is a apparently everyone's landing right now, so sorry about that. It's a 2022 vintage from the producer Perez Cruz, and it's a Grand Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon. It is from the Maipo Valley region in Chile, which is near Santiago. And this region is actually has three sub-regions within the region. So I kind of wanted to touch base on that with you guys, so you get a better understanding of the sub-regions within the Maipo Valley region. So they have three sub-regions called Alto Maipo, Central Maipo, and Pacific Maipo. So it's super simple. For reference, in the Maipo Valley, the Andes Mountains runs through that area. So the Alto Maipo subregion is close to the mountains. And that area or that region is very much mountain-like, think mountain-like climate. So the cool thing about this area is that since the Andes Mountains is like between Argentina and Chile, the sun actually hits the Argentinian side of the slopes in the morning. So what does that mean? That means in the morning, in the Chilean side of things, aka in the Maipo Valley area, it's actually cold because there's no sunlight. The sun actually sets on the Chilean side. So in the afternoon is when you get that sun and that heat coming through. So in the morning, you have a cold morning, and then in the afternoon is actually when the heat comes in. So that difference, like that mountain-like temperature, is that you get both cold, hot, heat, and hot and cold during the day. And in this case, you get it the cold in the morning and then the heat at night, which is like prime time climate to cultivate really great grapes. And also, like, I would say, like, it's really, really good for red wines, in my opinion. But all you need to know about Alto Maipo is it's very much mountain-like cold climate. Then you have Central Maipo. So Central Maipo is actually, it was the first like colonized territory in the Maipo region. So it's actually the first place to have viticulture created. And it's well known for cultivating Cabernet Sauvignons, but they also do Carmenere as well in that area. This one is from Central Maipo. And in that area as well, it doesn't get as much rainfall as Alto or Pacific. So in this area, they actually have to do drip irrigation every now and then to help the vines get the water that they need. And then you have Pacific, the third subregion is called Pacific Maipo, which is very much influenced by coastal climate. So you have the ocean breeze coming in from the Pacific Ocean. The cool thing about the Pacific side of subregion is that it actually, like, they have the vines planted on a hill at the bottom of the mountains, and it kind of, so the mountains kind of help control the winds coming from the coast, aka coming from the ocean, so that it's not super violent on the vines. But the fun part about this area is that it actually has like coastal influence on the wines. So you'll tend to get a lot of a lot of winemakers in this area like to experiment with like white wine or white grape varietals. So you can get a lot of like fresh, natural acidic wines from this area. So I would highly recommend, if you get a wine from the Pacific Maipo area, try out their white wines, because I tend to love like those coastal vibes, aka like super acidic white wines that are fresh and feel almost like refreshing when you drink them. So that is on my list of wines to try. I actually haven't tried a white wine from that area in Chile. I haven't drank a lot of Chilean wines, but I am excited about this one today because I've heard very good things. And yeah, let's go ahead and open it. And also I'll do a little story time of my yoga class this morning, because shout out to Taz, my instructor. He brought out the facts. I mean, he always brings out the facts, and I feel like I mention him a lot on the podcast, but he is literally like my yoga therapist, I guess, without even knowing it, because he's just teaching a class and I'm just listening to him, and I take his information and, you know, apply it to life. But today in the morning, he was like, he said something that really stuck with me, because I don't know, you know me. If you don't know me, if you haven't listened to all these videos that I just film myself and talk for hours, let me fill you in real quick. I like to have deep conversations. I like to learn and grow and become better each day, right? And I do a bunch of different things personally in my personal life to embody that and to be that, because I think we're all here to learn and evolve and become better than we were, you know, yesterday. So with that, Taz this morning, he was talking about, he said something that really struck me. He was like, what is it? Convenience requires no effort. So yeah, that's what he said. Convenience requires no effort. The reason why he got into this topic was because he was like talking about eating fruits and how there's a lot of benefits from eating different types of fruits, and each fruit has a different benefit for your body. And the whole reason, like, smoothies are really popular, but smoothies were created because it's a convenient thing it's a convenient way to drink your nutrients, right? But not all smoothies are necessarily great for you. Like, not saying that smoothies are bad, they're good. You just have to look up the benefits of each fruit and see how you can get the most nutrients out of them, whether it be putting them in a smoothie or eating them. And he's like, there's a lot of fruits that we can only get the benefits that they provide by chewing and eating them. And if you don't put in some effort and time to research it and see what each fruit provides and like what your body needs and what it doesn't need, and like if you put in that extra effort to do those things and understand foods better, in general, then putting in that little effort now is going to be beneficial for you in the long run, because you're providing your body with what it needs and you're getting the most out of each food that you're eating or drinking. And like if you don't take the time to research or see like, okay, is this beneficial to me if I drink it, or is it beneficial to me if I eat it? Because chewing is actually like a way to burn calories. Like the reason why we chew, and goes into like our body and our system and how our body functions and works, and like part of the process of burning calories is actually chewing. And there's a lot of fruits that are more beneficial to you that if you eat them than if you drink them, because you lose a lot of the nutrients in some fruits if you blend them into a smoothie. So it's just about doing the research and taking the time and putting in the effort to see what benefits you and what benefits your body, and what's the best way to put certain nutrients into your body. But a lot of people don't want to put in the effort or don't want to take the time because it's not convenient to them. So anything that's convenient requires no effort. And that's when I was like, damn, like that's so true. Like if you really take the time to put in the work for certain things, the benefits of that in the long run outweigh the instant gratification you get for just doing something that's convenient. And like once that clicks for you is when you'll realize like, damn, I need to stop doing what's convenient and I need to start paying attention to what I need to do that will benefit me in the long run and ultimately, bring me exactly what I need long term, not short term. Anyways, let's go ahead and try this wine. So immediately looking at the color of this, ruby red with like a garnet trim to it. It's giving me like that red peppery, not smoky, like almost like tobacco like leather like smell to it, which is, it kind of smells like a California cab, not gonna lie. And I'm even getting that licorice smell to it. Let's go ahead and try it and see what it's about. Big on the red fruit notes, very big on cherry. The peppery taste is coming through as well. It's actually, the tannins have settled, so they're present, but it's very smooth, and I would say it's definitely a full-bodied cab. I'm not mad at this. This is actually a really nice, easy to drink Cabernet. If you like, oh my God, that's a termite. There's termites. Sorry, low-key freaking out. This guy just wants to sorry buddy, we're filming here. We're just, okay, you do you. Walk away. Yep, walk away. Exactly. He's not even flying away, he's walking away. If you like a full-bodied, smooth Cabernet that is like softer on the tannins and bigger on the dark red fruit notes, this is the Cabernet for you. This cost me $18 at Total Wine. So if you guys are interested, I will link it in the show notes and try it out. See if you like it and let me know your thoughts. But overall, I think my rating for this one is like, it's not a bad cab. I just personally would choose another wine to drink. So my rating for this one's gonna be a 7.3, just because like I probably wouldn't buy this wine again to drink it, but it's not bad. Anyways, I hope to hear from you, to hear your thoughts on this wine. And remember, don't do what's convenient, because convenience requires no effort. And we want long-term results. We don't want short-term results. So do the research, do the work, do what's best for you, and go for those long-term results, because let me tell you, it's worth it. Cheers, guys. I'll see you on the next episode.